Aloha! It's Ilona. Today we're doing my friend Heather's birthday, and I picked a little Hula Girl theme, so we're using green and bright florals. And as you know, I always do my bedroom to match the rest of the house for the theme, whatever it is today. I've used lots of greens and browns for the coconut, and of course the flowers, the orchids, which I change out in my bedroom as well as the artwork. Here we are in the living room. Again, I just used the floral pillows, or the colored pillows in the green and turquoise, and I've got a palm tree pillow. I've got some green flowers, a little dish with water and some leaves, and a floating half coconut with a candle in it. So this is the inspiration for this particular theme. Sometimes I'll pick a fabric that inspires me, sometimes I'll just see an image, and in this particular case it's a shopping bag from Walmart that has some little Hula Girls on it, and I thought they reminded me of my friend Heather, so I decided to do the theme with this. I found some great fabric that I made Hula Girl napkins out of, and I'll show you that at the table. But in the meantime, in my kitchen, I used the coconut colored base with some green orchids, and of course I've got Heather a little birthday hat. I decorated her present with a little orchid. And then I also made some little earrings for all the girls, so we'll show you all of that at the table in just a minute. Come here. Come here. No. Okay, Dolce and Lola are all ready for Heather's Hula Girl birthday party too. They have their little Hula Girl scarves on that I made from the same fabric I made the napkins from. We'll do a tutorial on that too if you have little dolls that you want to dress up to. Now this is when it gets fun for me. I went out to my yard and I picked some Star of India leaves off of my bushes, and I just wove them around the wires in my chandelier, and then I sprinkled in some little purple orchids all in there. I let that same element drift down to the table. I've got an arrangement in the center of the table with the same Star of India plant and some other leaves and some little orchids and a floating candle that's the other half of the coconut that I'm floating in my living room. We'll take a close look at all the elements on the table, and you can see where my inspiration carried into the napkins. This is the place setting that I'm using. I found these great suede leaf placemats, and I'm just using an inexpensive clear glass plate because that way you get to see the green through there. And then here's my Hula Girl inspired napkins with the little Hula Girls dancing and all the green leaves and the beautiful tropical flowers like we have here in Hawaii. I also made the napkin ring. Again, I bought some inexpensive artificial orchids, put them on a drapery ring, and then wrapped it in ribbon. And you can do this too. See how that's done. We'll do a video on that as well. So that makes a beautiful place setting. Then I've just sprinkled some of these little orchids around on the table just to give it color. And then I also made some little earrings. They're all different kinds of little cocktails, and I thought it just kind of was like the tiki bar concept, and I made a different kind of pair for each girl. I have a pair of them on, and then here's the little ones that I'm wearing. Look like a little martini or a blue Hawaii, if you've ever had one of those. These are the little earrings that I made for party favors for my girlfriends, and they're very simple. I ordered these exquisite little glass beads that are in the shapes of all different kinds of cocktails. We have like a coffee drink, a blue Hawaiian, a margarita, a beer, a soda, another coffee drink, maybe a mint julep. And I'll do a tutorial on how to make these little earrings. They're very simple, they're very easy, and they make darling little party favors. So as you can see, I went a little crazy. Once you get started with the theme, you just find inspiration everywhere. I found this adorable little wine bottle cover, a grass skirt, and a little bra, and a hat. You might have seen me use this during Christmas. I put some poinsettias in the top, but I put the palm top back in and sprinkled some orchids. And even my little Buddha image is wearing a Hawaiian lei today. Well, that's it for this week, ladies. This is my Hula Girl theme and Heather's Happy Hula Girl birthday. We will be doing another theme next week with all the elements. I'm not sure what it'll be. It'll just depend on how I get inspired this week. So stay tuned for next week. We'll do more tutorials. You can check them out on my website, Ideas by Ilona.